All right, my people. No be small something. Oh, this one right now, e don't touch everybody. E don't touch the governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu. Finally, he don't open up. Oti Sòrò, Sokè. You understand? No, of recent, no, the people of Ondo State are now swapping their old naira note for food items. And this time around, the people have cried to the governor, and the governor is saying that in fact everybody is now turning beggar onto this naira swap. Wait and serve. All right, and meanwhile onto this one naira swap. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu finally tells Buhari that there is no shame in reversing your policy because it has turned Nigerians to beggars. Akeredolu tells Buhari onto this one. Well, my brother, my sister, onto this one, majority of people don't vex, they don't react. Say this Buhari self. Why be say this guy come become president 2 times? How come self? Which kind thing be this? This senseless person. Well, my brother, will be me talk all right, onto this one, you get to get the news in details. Well, onto this one, naira swap. There is no shame in reversing your policy. It has turned Nigerians to beggars. Akeredolu tells Buhari. All right, my people, the news in details. Well, onto this one, the Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has advised President Muhammadu Buhari to reconsider his stand on the new Naira policy since it has shown clearly that the policy is causing suffering for the people. Well, onto this, Akeredolu added that the policy introduced by the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) on behalf of the federal government is unpopular and is a threat to the forthcoming 2023 general elections. Onto this, the Ondo governor urged President Buhari to save the nation from drifting into anarchy by reversing the Naira redesigned policy, pointing out that there is no shame in reversing an ill-conceived policy. Well, he stated this in a statement where he submitted that there is no shame in rescinding a decision adjudged not only unpopular and counterproductive, but which also bears the insidious seeds of potential conflagration in the land. One of the ostensible reasons for this ill-conceived policy, Akeredolu said, while Buhari and the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele are constitutionally empowered to take action on monetary policies, it is clear that the implementation of the policy is miscalculated and then has brought pain to the entire country. The governor therefore appealed to Buhari to be a statesman and then halt the crisis before it goes any further. He said there is incontrovertible evidence bordering on miscalculation, error of judgment, and or disinformation on the part of the policymakers, especially the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, on the failed implementation of the policy, the effect of which compels the whole country to groan immeasurably at present. Any measure purportedly designed to ameliorate their conditions must not reduce the entire populace to a beggarly existence. Well, there is pervasive discontent in the land. A policy presented as currency swap must not be construed by both the reasonable members and the people of average intelligence in the society to convey the deplorable impression of contrived subterfuge manifest in the official confiscation of legitimate deposits of the people in banks as a countermeasure against electoral malfeasance, terrorism, and banditry. He added, desirable as the policy appears to be, its implementation excites curiosity as regards the real motive of its drivers, especially at this time when the conduct of general elections is almost here. The mere knowledge that the 1000 naira and the 500 naira note represented 82% of the currency in circulation, and that the 200 naira note, whose validity has been extended by Fiat for another 60 days, represented 7%, exposed the mendacious slant in the advice given to Mr. President. The council clearly misrepresented deliberately the facts as they existed before the commencement of the implementation of the policy. The implementation of the policy has been woeful despite claims to the contrary. The suffering of the masses occasioned by the non availability of new notes to replace the old ones, equally decreed out of existence by presidential fiat in contravention of the CBN Act 2007, could have been averted if the strategy of a gradual and a systematic withdrawal of the old currency notes had been adopted. I make bold to assert that the unfolding events across the country show that the policy has failed significantly. It is therefore expected that the president will halt this needless drift into the abyss of chaos, more so when the ruling of highest court still subsists. Well, let the old and new notes exist together. Governor Akeredolu appealed to President Buhari to allow the old and the new naira note to coexist together, as the approval given for the old 200 naira note is clearly not enough to restore normalcy in the country. I call on the president to allow both the old and new notes coexist until such a time when normalcy returns to the country. It will be a fitting parting gift for the people of this country, especially the downtrodden who feel the negative impact of the poorly implemented policy, while the reasons adduced for the policy appear legitimate. There can be no justification for the confiscation of the lawful earnings of Nigerians. The negative impact which the mediocre and then I dare say mischievous implementation of the policy by the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria is having on the poor people and small business owners defeat all the good programs of the federal government designed to elevate as many people as possible out of the morals of poverty is submitted. All right, my people, you got it. Yes, if you don't got it, then you forget about it. All right, right now, the governor of Ondo State had made it clear to the president himself, President Buhari. In fact, unto this one, majority of people are not even happy with what is going on. In fact, somebody is of the opinion that on a very good day, wait till make una open una eyes, make this man come back as a president the second time. This is so absurd. This is something that we should not even think about. Right now, the people are suffering. And then, as it stands right now, majority of people are still yearning. They are still angry that what kind of a country have we found ourselves? All right, what a stupid advice from a thoughtless governor who has no answer to killings in Ondo State. All right, somebody just reacted. This one, people they para. This one has been said by Israel or Motayo. All right, so he said, let me repeat again. He says, and I quote, what a stupid advice from a thoughtless governor who has no answer to killings in Ondo State. Abundant Grace says, well, Oga Governor, for this one, we support Buhari 100%. You guys should eat the stashed away old naira notes. So, okay, only the policy remains so that economic killers like you will die with your stolen money. Useless. Okay, that's another one. Majority of people are not like, okay, oh, you can imagine what is going on, my brother. And your oga turned Nigerians to beggars, not Buhari. Take your looted money to the bank and all will be well. Oh. All right, so that's another one. We suffering, you people that eat palliative from us. Who are you people deserving? All right, right now, majority of people are even angry with Akeredolu right now. Say, oga, wetin you even dey talk sef? They kill your people since so for that same Ondo state. You no talk anything. Now the policy now don't affect you. You can't dey speak plenty grammar. My brother, my sister, or more, even the rich will also cry onto this one. All right, my people, majority of people don't para. Everybody just the verse. And right now, if you are still shouting one Nigeria, my brother, my sister, as I used to say, you are still sitting on a long thing. All right, my people, and exactly what it is right now onto this one. What more can we say? All right, meanwhile, let me have your own take, my people, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you are new on this channel. All right, thanks and God bless.